Josh with Bay Area Nerf and Nerf Caps, and today we're taking a look at the Nerf Rebelle Spylight. So the Spylight, is it nothing more than a glorified, girly version of the strong arm? Well, more or less. There aren't a whole lot of differences, internally or externally. The strong arm itself is a little bit longer, and the grip is a little bit thicker. So if you have smaller hands, this is a really comfortable blaster. Of course, you have the very smooth look of the Rebelle series, and you don't have this really cool dropout feature that the strong arm has. It actually is kind of like a small, compact version of the Rebelle Guardian crossbow. Which, something I would actually like to try to do would be to swap out this little red cylinder with the one that's on the crossbow, or possibly even on the strong arm, because it's pretty neat. Ranges, exactly what you'd expect. That's better. I like the look of the purple. I'm glad that they went with purple with this series. The white was cool. I think that they could bring out series with sort of every different color. But other than that, not much going on. The trigger pull for a lot of the Rebelle series I like. This one feels pretty much just like a strong arm. And at the $19.99 I paid for it at Toys R Us, this really didn't feel like I was getting a huge deal. Again, it is a bit shorter, and if you do have smaller hands, you might opt for this over the strong arm. It is cool because it does sort of feel like this is a more tactical style blaster than what Nerf has released for Rebelle in the past. I know a lot of people started with the Maverick, and the strong arm is sort of the elite version of that, and it seems to be a really good kickoff point for a lot of kids getting into Nerf. So this really does just make sense. It is really nice of them to have a Rebelle version of this. Now, a couple of things to note. Obviously, darts, gimmicky, we talked about this in another video. Darts are supposed to be stored in the bottom of the blaster. This is sort of a hit or miss. It's a decent little idea, I guess. Sometimes the darts pop out and they just sort of stay in, like that. I've tried them upside down, backwards, different ways. It just sort of seems random. Now it's getting stuck in there. So, I mean, it doesn't really hurt the blaster by any means. It's not particularly helpful, because if you are wielding this in some sort of Nerf war, you have to pop this out, take these, put them in here, and then put this back in the bottom of the blaster, which I guess if you're out of darts isn't too bad, but it still only gives you 2 extra. And I suppose that's better than the strong arm. I was just looking down at it to see if it had the sort of dart slot that some of the other blasters have had, but nothing really amazing there. Now, you will note that it came with this cool little tactical accessory. It's pretty much just a red flashlight. It takes 2 AAA batteries, excuse me. And it's supposed to help you read these messages that obviously you can read when you see them through the red tint. It actually does a really good job. These are, again, you can pretty much tell what they are, but I don't know if you can see this on video or not, as I blind myself with this red light. It actually does make things pretty easy to read very quickly with this flashlight. It is pretty cool for a little gimmick. What actually is nice is you're getting this accessory, which I know people have been deprived of elite pinpoint sights and other things, so it's cool to see Nerf bringing stuff out like this with the Rebelle and Zombie Strike series. And just to give you an idea, here's it on the Alpha Trooper. Not too bad looking, especially if you have a stock here. It would look pretty sweet. It doesn't work, strangely enough, on the strong arm because the slide will not retract properly. You can still fire, but it's just not optimal. For you Fire Strike fans, we're just going to go through a quick array of, you know, stuff you can put this on, and of course, the Rapid Strike. Won't quite fit here. It looks pretty awesome like this, I think. I mean, is it worth $19.99 just to get a kind of cool accessory that you're never going to use? Probably not. No word on the price dropping with other retailers, aside from Toys R Us, if that's the MSRP. But it is pretty cool, and the light is significantly better than what we've seen with, say, the Fire Strike or the Night Finder, things like that. Again, not probably worth the $20 if this is all you're looking for. If you don't already own a strong arm, then there's not a huge reason to not get this one if it seems like something that you'd like a little bit more. That being said, oh, I almost forgot, dart decoder. It clips onto your bag. Woo. But honestly, this was the most interesting piece out of the box. Other than that, it's a decent blaster, it gets great ranges, it's comfortable. If you don't already own a strong arm, I would highly suggest picking this up. Depending on where you're getting your strong arm, you can get them for $12.99. I've seen them before, so this being at $20, the price point isn't great, especially when you can get something like an Alpha Trooper or a variety of other sidearms, including but not limited to the Hammer Shot, I have to mention it, and of course the Rebelle Sweet Revenge kit, which is all around the same price. And with those, with the Rebelle, you get the holster and the eye protection, which is nice. But if you're looking for something that's a 6-shooter, it's a strong arm sort of clone, you can't really go wrong with this, and you do get this really neat little accessory. It's honestly probably one of the cooler Nerf accessories I've seen come out in a while. As far as lights and scopes go, I think it might even look cooler than the pinpoint sight, unless you like that sort of thing. But regardless, there it is. That's the review. Nothing too special here. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have questions, please leave comments down below. Visit BayAreaNerf.com for more information, the blog, yada yada, Nerfcast, you know the rest. Happy tagging, everybody.